What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Crypto for You. This is crazy and this is amazing because Bitcoin is at $23,000. And what's crazy is that I predicted this pump. In my previous video, I talked about the reasons I thought that the bear market has ended and the pump was gonna happen soon. But I didn't realize that it was this soon. We have already, in the past 2 weeks, risen 30, 40, 50%. With Bitcoin already being at $23,000. And what I want to talk about is what key resistances and support levels I think that Bitcoin is gonna break in the shorter time frame and in the midterm time frame. So let's go straight into this quick but very informative Bitcoin talk. Let's go straight into the charts. As you can see, this is Bitcoin right here. It's at $23,100. And what's crazy is that it has broken a huge level that was at $21,000. The reason that this was a huge level is because this was a lower high. What a lower high is essentially a high that Bitcoin made that is lower than the previous high that Bitcoin made. Now, if I go on the weekly time frame, I can show this much clearer to you guys. As you can see, Bitcoin made a high right over here. Its all-time high. It was at $69,000. After that, it fell down, making something called a lower low. A low that is lower than the previous low that Bitcoin made last time it fell. After that, it rose up and it made a lower high. A high that was lower than the previous high that Bitcoin made. Now, after that, it kept falling, making lower lows and lower highs. And it made the previous one at $21,000. And these lower highs are actually resistance lines and the lower lows are support lines, which is why, if we go on the daily time frame, the previous lower low was at 15,400. And we confirmed support on that low, and that's why we rose up. And we have broken this previous lower high, causing us to make something called a higher high. The cool thing about this is that higher highs are indicators of the bull markets. But we have to be cautious a little bit because this doesn't mean that we are in a bull market. We could be seeing a dump maybe later. We can't tell if this is a bull market yet, but I do know that something massive is happening, and that's why I want to turn on this. This is the Fibonacci retracement that I drew from the COVID dump all the way to the all-time high. And we have a ton of different massive levels. One of them being 0.5, which is half of the dump to the all-time high. Split in half, that is that line. Now the next one is actually 0.618. These are the two most important Bitcoin support lines on the Fibonacci itself. But all of these levels are actually massive because if I go and look at this one right over here, the 0.786 support line, which was at $17,700. As you can see, Bitcoin actually confirmed support on this. This was where it stopped falling, and then that's why it started rising. The next one, 0.7, was at $23,300. And as you guys know, that is literally exactly where Bitcoin confirmed resistance on the shorter time frame right about now. As you can see, this top right over here is $23,300 straight. Now that is a crazy coincidence, or it shows that these lines are actually working. Now, the crazy part is what is the next resistance line. The next resistance line is the 0.618 level at $28,600. And the crazy part is that if I turn on an indicator called the VPVR right over here, which shows the amount of support and resistance we have in different levels, you can see that we had a huge support line at 23,400, which is where we are right now. But what's the interesting thing? That after this $23,400 level, we have nothing. We have no resistance at all in this Fibonacci area until we reach $28,600. Now, these indicators have nothing to do with each other, but somehow they add up to the same exact support levels. That shows that these indicators are important, that these levels are, in fact, something massive. That could mean that if we break 23,300, we could be rising to 28,600. The crazy thing about this is that this will be, in fact, a 23% pump. And let's just say you leverage it 10x, that would be a 200% pump. So 23%, which is a very, very nice gain for Bitcoin. And this would add up to a total of Bitcoin rising 78%. We are rising like crazy, which is why I think we should have a small retracement in the shorter time frame. But this is what I want to ask you guys. Do you think that this is an actual bull market, or is this some kind of small B wave, like another correction on the way? What do you guys think? Even though we have this huge support and resistance line, what do you guys think is going to happen in the longer time frame? But for now, this is what I think is going to happen. I think in the shorter time frame, we are going to dump down and then try to break the resistance line at 23,300. And if we manage to break that resistance line, then the next target will be 28,200, the 0.618 golden retracement of the Fibonacci. That is what I wanted to talk about in this video for you guys. Very interesting video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya!